Yo, what is up guys, it's the Goblin. I'm back here again with another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video, and today I'm going to be talking about the huge update into Black Ops 3, which came out yesterday. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably know about this update, and this video is not necessarily just telling you guys, oh, there's a new gun in the game or something like that. This video is really talking about the reception this update is getting and the future of the contracts and stuff in Call of Duty. So even if you guys know about the new weapons, which I'm sure most of you guys probably know about them already, this video is definitely still worth a watch. So basically, I'll just go over it quickly for those of the guys who don't know. Basically, it's double crypto key weekend this weekend, and Treyarch added some new weapons in on a Friday, which is a first. Basically, they only add in weapons and melee weapons and all that sort of DLC on Tuesdays, but this time they actually added in on a Friday, which was kind of weird and out there. But basically what they added in was some new weapons. They added the FFAR, which is basically the FAMAS. It's the FAMAS in Black Ops 3. Then the Slash and Burn Axe, the Skull Splitter, which are both melee weapons, the L4 Siege Launcher, and then a few new taunts and specialists and stuff like that. And those were the updates into Black Ops 3. And then basically what they did also is they're actually responding to the Black Market Blackout, and they've actually made steps, which I thought I definitely had to talk about, towards the supply drop system. What they did is for everyone who owns the season pass, when you get on, you got 10 rare supply drops, 10 liquid diviniums, and 1 weapon bribe. And the weapon bribe is basically like the arms dealer league that I was talking about. It's exactly that, actually. It's a guaranteed weapon and a supply drop, and you get one of those if you have a season pass. And also, if you don't have a season pass, or even if you do, there's these challenges and these contracts in the game now. So if you win 75 games, right now it's a one-time offer. You get 1 more weapon bribe and 10 rare supply drops. And they also said more info on the contracts. Daily and weekly contracts are coming soon to Black Ops 3. So that's the update. I'm going to talk about this, and these are my favorite type of videos, honestly, when I can just talk about a subject, give my opinions on it, and get your guys' opinions in the comment section down below, because I think myself, I really have a good ability to see both people's perspective in a lot of situations. I don't know what you would actually call that, but I can understand why people are mad at Infinite Warfare. I can understand why people like Infinite Warfare. I can understand both sides of the spectrum, and that's basically what I want to talk about with this update here. So this update here, as far as the weapons coming out, I think that it's cool to bring the FAMAS back. As far as what I've seen so far, I haven't actually got the weapon yet, but what I've seen is it's a bit weak of an assault rifle, but that's definitely cool. The FAMAS was literally in Black Ops 1, I was a one-trick pony. I would use the FAMAS every single game. It was I was a big tryhard, I'm not gonna lie. I had a special tryhard account on Black Ops 1 where I just played TDM with the FAMAS, and my KD was a 9.54, I believe. I think something like that. I actually remember it. I think it was 9.54 exactly. And that was an account, I only played like 1 prestige in that, or not even a full prestige, but I straight up played FAMAS TDM every single game, and I tried hard. The other weapons, the launcher, you know, it's just a launcher. I'm not really that passionate about that one. I think we can all agree the melee weapons, there's so many of them, they're sort of played out, unless the new melee weapons are really cool. But I'd say the FAMAS is definitely something to get excited for. As far as giving the rewards to the season pass holders, I think this is all just to calm the storm. And for people that are saying, you know, they would have done that anyway, even if people weren't complaining, there's no way they would have done that. Activision sees, this is just proof that they see people complaining. They see people like me who make the videos, everyone who started the Black Market Blackout, that sort of stuff, and this is their ability to try to calm it. And right now it looks like it's working, which I'm kind of surprised about, because they basically gave you these one weapon bribes, but these are only a one-time thing. And as far as I know, this is what I really want to talk about. These people think basically what came out is they have the one contract where you get the weapon bribe and 10 rare supply drops, and they said daily and weekly contracts are coming soon. Basically what these contracts are is they're sort of like contracts from Black Ops 1 or supply drop challenges from Advanced Warfare, as far as I know. Basically what they are is you do a certain amount of thing, get 30 kills with the Weevil, and then we'll give you 1 supply drop, or 10 crypto keys, or 5 crypto keys, or, you know, stuff like that. And people are assuming that these challenges are going to contain more of these weapon bribes, when I really doubt it, because that would really knock off people's or their you know, their profit margin. Right now they're already giving 2 free weapons to people that are season pass holders with these challenges, 1 if you're not a season pass holder. So no matter what, even though the bad thing about this is you could just get a melee weapon, you could get a duplicate of like a wrench or something crappy that's been out for months, but you could also get the FAMAS. I see a few of my buddies got the FAMAS, and it's pretty exciting. And this is something that I really want to talk about. These contracts, I would really be surprised if we ever see a weapon bribe again. I think this is a one-time thing. calm the storm, get people hyped up for these contracts, and it's really working like that right now. And I think when these contracts come out, sure, they're going to be good, and this is definitely steps in the right direction. Adding these contracts where you can earn maybe an extra 10 crypto keys a day or 20 crypto keys a day would be even better, and I think these are definitely a step in the right direction. But will this really calm the storm? And it's going to be interesting to see if people will get mad once again once they see that these contracts are not weapon bribes, which I feel like people are really quick to assume. If you give them one thing, they assume the next thing is going to be the exact same as that. And we all know Activision, they are really they're all about the money. And they really are focused on the money. And I really think that, I think we can all agree, if they were just giving us free weapons every week, or every day would be absolutely ridiculous. That's definitely not going to happen. Even free weapon every week, by the time, you know, in a few weeks, everyone would have every single gun. No one would buy the supply drops, and that would really kill off their system. Now, this is good. This is good, definitely good, and they're making steps. I also see some rumors. I think it's just rumors right now. People are saying that they've actually increased the drop rate of weapons, because before today, yesterday, we never had anyone get 2 weapons in one supply drop. I don't think ever. And that's how little the chances are. And now I've seen quite a few pictures already. Some of them were these weapon bribe things. Some were normal rare supply drops. I think, I'm not quite sure on that, but where people were getting actually 2 weapons. They'd get like the new FAMAS as well as a wrench, or they get the wrench and then a HG40, you know what I mean? 2 of these weapons into Black Ops 3. Now, I think there needs to be some sort of a distinction between the melee weapons and the epic weapons. So the melee weapons are all legendaries. They're cool, but they're really just skins if you think about it. Every single melee weapon is the same with a few different animations. They're all skins. They're just the knife. And even no matter how much they want to sugarcoat it, they're just the knife. But these new weapons are legitimate guns. These are new developed guns. HG40, like we've seen them in previous games, but they're new to this game. HG40 is the MP40. The FFAR is the FAMAS. I think those are really cool, and I think that these contracts are going to be good and a step in the right direction. Now, if they increase the drop rate, I think this might have fixed the supply drop system. But if they didn't increase the drop rate, I think we're going to get back to people complaining in a few days, or when the next set of weapons drop, because usually they drop about 5 or 6 weapons in total on a Tuesday. This drop was 4 weapons, well, 2, the launcher, the gun, and then 2 melee weapons. This was on a Friday. So this kind of makes me speculate, do they still have something in the works where they're going to put this out, calm the hate storm, and then boom, next time they come out with 5 weapons straight up, no weapon bribes, you got to straight up buy the supply drops, and then they make a bunch of money. We really don't know with these guys, and it really, you know, we have to wait and see. But this is a pretty good update overall, I'd say, to the game. I'd say the coolest thing about this update is probably the contracts. I think that's the best thing to be excited for, even though they're probably not going to be weapon bribes ever. It maybe once a month or something. I think that would be cool to have them maybe once every 3 weeks, once every 2 weeks, or once a month. I think that would be good, because I'm just thinking, obviously I want a weapon bribe every day. Like, you guys who are watching this video know that I want that, but I'm also a logical person, and I understand that doing that would just be ridiculous. It would cut all of their profit, and they're making so much profit off of these supply drop systems. That's why basically after Advanced Warfare, Treyarch and Black Ops 3 did not want to do the supply drops, but then they showed them the numbers. Activision came in and said, whoa, this is how we make all our money. You need to implement the supply drop system, and you need to do it well. But as far as I know, the best thing about this update is these contracts, and I'm definitely looking forward to, in the next coming weeks, where apparently we're going to be getting more info on this thing. I'm also excited about the FFAR assault rifle. That one and the HG40 are really the only 2 that I'm still looking for. So I'm going to do my 75 wins in Black Ops 3, see what gun I get from that. If I get like a duplicate of the wrench, I'm probably going to cry, but I really want to get the FAMAS or the HG40, because those are just cool guns. Get Dark Matter on those, make videos on that and all that sort of stuff. I think the next thing they need to do, if they're going to make more changes to the black market and fix more stuff, the next change that they have to do really has to be fixing the weapon duplicates. That's a big issue, and there needs to be something like I've talked about before. We need some sort of marketplace where if I get a duplicate, I can trade it to my buddy, something like that. And I think the supply drop system will be in good hands, you know, in a good state. Right now, they're taking steps in the right direction, and we just have to wait on more info about these contracts, and then we can decide how it's turning out. But that's basically my opinion on this huge update into Black Ops 3. I want to know your guys' opinion on these contracts and everything like that. If you guys did get the FAMAS, you guys are pretty lucky, man. I really want to get that weapon. I'd probably freak out if I got it, to be honest, or the HG40. Those ones, I'd be a little fanboy if I got those weapons, because those bring up some good memories from previous Treyarch games. If you guys made it to the end of this video, comment contracts down in the comment section down below. And thank you guys for watching today's video. I really do appreciate all you guys watching the videos and supporting them. Comment contracts, drop a like on this thing if you guys made it to the end. I think I deserve that like. 2,000 likes would be absolutely awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for a cookie, and don't looky. And I'm out. Peace.